Uncle Jakey, may you
Make a wish.
I can't remember what it was. May you live as long as you want.
Where's the old lady?
And may you want to live as long as you live.
This is the first birthday party I've ever had. She always made a cake and everything else, and it was nice, everything else in there. But for me to get more than 5 people there, it had to be something like this. That's why they came.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
All right, there
you go. You can put it right here.
A kiss!
Oh, look at that. Hand this down. Kim will
I want to say one more thing.
Okay.
These things just don't happen. I said, geez, these things just don't happen. I had my nieces, the 3 daughters of my brother John. They're the ones that put this together. Of course, I tried enough saying I never had a party.
There we go.
We went to, John had a party every year in Florida, and we used to always go. One year I couldn't, I wasn't able to go. It's like hell, you know, they set the tickets for the airplane like they always do, and I went down to the thing. So the picture you see there was taken in Florida at John's birthday party. And we were together. And they just halved the picture, took me out. And I'm not, when they say half, it's a lot of baloney because I never be half my brother was anyway. He's full all the time. So now he's been a wonderful brother. He's got a lovely family. He's made a lot of people happy. And that makes me happy to know that he's all right. And the girls, I love you all 3. And I can't even always cry. Don't cry now. Thank you. Happy birthday. Okay,
Stop looking at me. Happy birthday, Uncle Jake.
Happy birthday, Uncle Jakey.
How about the time you made everyone else happy?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we're all here. Payback. Okay.
All right, now
Kim.
that's enough
Right there. If you want a chair, you can have it.
All right.
I have to read a poem that my sister Emma, who is now 89 years old, wrote this for Jake. Well, for the family, to be honest with you. If you can't hear me, let me know, because I can get louder.
We know that.
I know. Ordinarily, Emma would sing this, but she's not in a singing voice today. It's called Thanks for the Memories. We make them every day, we store them all away. We dust them off and smile a bit and make a happy day. Thank you so much. And thanks for the memories of Pittsfield High School dreams.
When do I sing?
The college football teams.
Anytime.
She wants to sing. Let's start again.
I got this on video. This is
Thanks
priceless.
for the memories of Pittsfield High School dreams. The college football teams you gave the Navy and Army days, the old Barnini steam. We thank you so much. And how could we forget Johnny Patty and Nonu with his garden in his Fiat? The Wine AC baseball field on Sunday with Slippy, Jake, and Wego. What a break. So thanks for the memories we've gathered through the years. We laughter with tears for the glad times and the sad times, the hopes, the joys, the fears. But after all is said and done, we always had a lot of fun, and thank you so much.
Now you're singing, Emma.
Yeah.
When after...
I'll hold it.
Thanks for the memories.
store them all away, then dust them off and smile a bit and make a happy day. Thank you so much. Thanks for the memories of Pittsfield High School team, the college football team. We gave the Navy and Army days the old Barnini steam. We thank you so much. And how could we forget John Petty? And Nono with his garden and his fjordy. We gave the Army and now wine and it's the baseball field on Sunday with Slippy and Jake, and we go, what a break. So thanks for the memories we've gathered through the years, with laughter and with tears, for the glad times and the sad times, the hopes, the joys, the fears. But after all is said and done, we've always had a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
I have one more thing to do. The big mouth is doing it. I don't want to hear any noise from anybody. Finished? Michael, don't be laughing at me. Joan, Patty, where'd you teach this kid?
Nothing.
Yeah. Uncle Jake, sit down. I have to tell you, from Emma, myself, and Sharky, and all the rest of them, Patty, Joni, Raymond, and little Johnny, it's been a privilege and an honor to have you for our uncle. Thank you. Thank you.
That was the first one after the actor.
You know, one of the saddest things in my life, I never got to know my mother. I get to...
Don't make it long. I gotta go to bed.
Well, anyway. Anyway, she passed on when during the influenza in 1914. I was 11 months old when my mother died. Of course, I never got to know her, and I always felt cheated in life because you see so many mothers with their kids having fun. People were good to me. I remember going to Dan Carey's house. His mother was a little lady. She was a little Irish lady, and she came over. Oh, Jake, how pleasant it is to see you. Sit down. Gave me a little piece of cake with Dan, and I had that. I said, God, mothers are great. So that's when I got thinking about all the different things in life that we have and we're not satisfied. I say your treasure is your mother and your father and your family. And my father took over. He was the greatest guy. I loved him. He said, we eat at this house at 6 o'clock. Precisely. And he said, we will speak Italian here, so you won't forget your language. And that's the way it was. And he was very, very good. And he was tremendous. He was dying, and I went to see him. And he was in bed, and I said to him, you know how many fathers there are in the world? Who knows? I said, you're the best. Yeah. He said, no. I didn't do what any other father would do. And he's right. But to me, he was everything into our family. I hate to start this guy down, I think, because I never get through it. But I had a good family life. I was lucky that I had my sisters, Mary, Eddie, Tosca, all of them were there. And as they grew older, they went out. Tosca, I remember one time telling me, he said, yelled at my mother, and he said, Giovanni just stole my bottle. So that's why John is bigger than I am.
He drank your milk.
Take home, because he did. He used to come over and take my bottle, and Christ, after all, he was like this here, and I'm that little kid trying to breathe. Well, anyway, my father was a great, great man. He was a guy very self-assured and everything, but he wanted to make sure that you knew where the hell your first step was coming from and what to do. And that's why I cherished him so much. There was so much that he put in my head. You know, and he said, se non fai una buona una famiglia non faccio di male. If you can't do good to a person, don't do him any harm. That was the first time I ever heard this expression. Well, that was part of my life. As I grew up, I tried to be the best in everything I tried. And that was in high school, and football, and basketball, and baseball. I always wanted to be as good as anybody else.
And you were. I hear you were better than most. We'll just throw that out.
Yeah, but that was something that was great. Now I just love my dad. He was a good guy, and he taught us brilliant things. I'm going to get out. Listen.
No, I don't. I have one reader. I have another story.
The one thing I really want to say, I'm so happy that you're all here.
E così va la vita.
You made an old guy happy. And I mean it. And if you think 93 years and over, how old? 93. I'm just trying to do like the ladies do. We ask them how old they are. I'm 17.
Well, one thing.
Anyway, I want to thank you for all coming in. One more thing now. We're going to play golf. We're going to play golf at the O'Connell tournament. Where's my men?
There's one right here.
We have Mike Soban and his lovely wife. They came here, they were going, he said, well, I said to him, Mike, you don't have to come way the hell back. He said, I'll stop by, he came and he stayed here all day. He's a one hell of a man. He worked for O'Connell Oil as a youngster. He grew up like this. He finally, as they said, took over the place and bought the place. He has this golf tournament that we play to in next month sometime, or whenever it is. I forget. When you get old, you forget. But the first time we raised, I remember the first time we went there, he said, well, I want to thank everyone that's coming here and everybody that participated in these games. That I'm lucky to say that we're giving $40,000 for this thing for kids. I said, geez, $40,000. That's my showdown right there. I'm out here, so I want people to see the lovely wife.
Oh, I rode on the elevator.
We're almost He's a great guy. Not only because we go play golf there, but he does this every year. He's been doing it for 12 to 15 years, 20 years. Look at that. I missed the first part of it because I'm a young guy. Anyway, we go to this place, and every year they're raising a lot of good money. What was the name of the organization? Bright side.
Oh, Brightside, right? Brightside.
And it's a great thing. Everybody has a great time, and I always fell in love with this guy here way the hell back, and we've been good friends. And one day he said to me, "Why don't you try to play an tournament?" I said, "I'm not good enough." I finally get there, and I bring my friends. Half of them was here, but left. Figured I was going to try to cover that way. Anyway, Mike, I'm so happy to meet Julie down. You bet you're a sweetheart.
To know him is to love him.
That is correct.
Can I say one more thing? Now we're saying how great Jake is, how wonderful he is, and how nice he is. Well, I got a story to tell you. Years ago, I played with Pro Drug ladies basketball team for 5 years. I played every game, and it was wonderful. And we had a referee, Baker. He loved me, so I got away with a lot. Well, one night, get out on the court. Who do you think the referee is? I didn't say a word. He didn't say a word. We looked at each other. By the end of the first quarter, I was out of the game. And now the other guy used to let me get away with things. The last foul, I looked at him, I said, "Uncle Jake!" The crowd went crazy. "That's her uncle!" And he threw me out of the game. Only time in 5 years I ever got thrown out of a game. So he really wasn't that nice a guy. It's Tony's birthday today also. Yes, Tony!
Ah, Tony! Happy birthday!
Tony and his family are on their way to Italy in a few minutes. So
It's his birthday, not my birthday. 95. You can't share. Say hi. Hey, Jake. Say happy birthday.
This is Taya.
When you see your grandmother give her a kiss and say, "It was good," no?
How was it? Pretty good.
Where we could sit.
Cut past the French Canadian, you know, it's heavily focused Italian.